immigrants are taking all the jobs and all these foreigners, and it's like, okay, you guys are hilarious, because if you do the history of how this country was built or what it's founded on, you should shut your mouth, especially all of those guys in America as well. I wouldn't say that to the American Indians. You're taking the piss. I'm even offended by passports, to be honest. I feel like I'm a citizen of the world. I was born on this earth and I want to see all of it. And I want to travel all of it. And the idea that you can't go to this country unless you got this or that, or when you go to this country, it's like, I don't get any of it. Slavery's over. It was so long ago and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, but that's fine. No one's arguing that point. But the problem with that is that the constructs around slavery still exist. And one of the biggest things for that, I think personally, is representation. I remember at school, we used to make these Santa Clauses and angels out of toilet rolls. Like you paint the face and all the rest of it. Cool. So I started making mine, but I decided that my Santa Claus was going to be black. Come and see the teacher. No, that's wrong. Santa Claus is white. No, Santa Claus is black. This is me at the age of like 7, to the point where I got put in a corner and told off for making a black Santa Claus because I refused to admit that Santa Claus was white. But it's cool. My mum came down the next day and dealt with the matter, but the point is, everything in literature is white is good and holy. Even down to going to church. I think with most young black Jamaican kids, you were forced to go to Sunday school with your grandparents. Cool. I was like, hold on a minute, why are all the angels white in stained glass window? And why is Jesus white? Because if you're telling me Jesus came from the area that you're saying he came from, I really don't think he'll be white at that point in history. None of this makes sense. There's just all these big holes and gaps in this religion, and all of you are fine with it and you're not included in it, but you're the ones that uphold it. It doesn't make any sense. Even the other day, Johnson & Johnson, I don't know if their designers are crackheads, but to put on your bottle normal skin to dark skin, well, what is normal skin? Like, who are you actually talking to? Elizabeth Taylor as Cleopatra, are you mad? It's actually taking the Johnny Reggae, it just pisses me off. I was watching like a nature program the other day, and when I say like I had to catch my breath because it was a black lady presenting it, talking to me about nature and the moon and science, and I was like so happy and excited, and then I realised, oh my gosh, like I've never ever seen this before, because more time is Richard Attenborough and his brethren telling me about cheetahs in so-and-so. It's like a party that you wasn't invited to, and this fucking party has been going on for like 500 and something years. Imagine I had a youth, and from when it started speaking and learning, I said the sky is red. And we kept that going until he was 18. At 18, how are you going to convince him that the sky is actually something that we call blue? And the sky is only blue because someone said that one day. What if I travelled back in time and like changed blue to green, and green was blue? So the grass is blue and the sky is green. Can you even comprehend that? Can you get your head around that? I think about having kids as well, and I think to myself that I wouldn't want to send them to school. I'd want them to be some form of homeschool. I don't want them to just go to like a primary school and just be taught the same thing. To go to primary school, then you have to go to college, then you have to go to uni and pay all of this money to get that education that you stole from the Egyptians in the first place anyway, and then go out and try and get a job, then not have a job because there are no jobs, or them not wanting to hire you and whatnot, and become depressed and not really enjoy. So with that being said, when all these black creatives, myself included, come out and we want to do this and that, we're instantly boxed in. Oh, like it's very white of you, but you can't do that. Like, that's not what black guys do. I can do whatever I want. Don't come at me with your boxes, because I'm prone to burn them down, put you in it and set it alight. I don't want to hear that I'm not black because I prefer my steaks medium rare. I define what my blackness is, and that's the end of it, and you can't tell me nothing more. When Damon Dash still had that gallery in New York, I got flown out there to go and meet with them because they saw my work, thought it was amazing. So I went and met with this lady. She was like, oh, black lady. Oh, you're black. Pardon? Oh, you're black. Yeah. Oh, because like, you know, your name's Kevin Morosky. So I just thought you was going to be a Jewish kid, and I looked through your work, and There's all types of people in there. You don't shoot like a black photographer. And I was like, what's a black photographer? I couldn't believe she said it with a straight face. There's not lots of naked black women or black and white photography of black males. I was like, okay. Kind of turned out that I wouldn't fit doing the show because Damon wanted only to show cool white hip photographers because that would make it like a blue chip gallery, and he wanted to sell in this amount. But if it was just black artists, no one really buys art from black artists. And I was just like, basically because I was black. But she was like, but you know, your name's very deceiving, so maybe you could do a Banksy and no one needs to know you're black. And I'm just telling you how the artwork works in New York, so maybe hide your identity. And I was like, what? And in my head already, I'd already decided that if I was gonna become a photographer, it was really important to me that people saw me, because me personally growing up, I didn't have any kind of visual references, black male in that position to be like, all right, cool, I can do that. I didn't know that photography was something I could do. I'm not going to be one of these reclusive artists. I'm going to speak up about things. She could see my frustration and confusion, and then she kind of broke it down. We was in this private members club. There were two old Jewish ladies and this black guy serving them. So they were calling him George. And she was like, that's how it is here. Do you think his name is George? His name's not George, but they're from a certain era where they don't remember black servants' names. They just call all the men one name and all the women another name. Can you imagine that? Like, can you imagine? Like, George did it, and he's just, yes, ma'am. It's like, what? Yeah, that broke me. Those are mindsets and point of view. It's disgusting. But then, equally, when you're put in a position where you're trying to make money to survive and you're trying to make your business grow, what the fuck is a Damon Dash supposed to do? What the fuck is a Jay-Z supposed to do? It's all part of that whole big system. And you're telling me that I'm not really good enough because I'm not white. On the other hand, in the corner, I've got these two rich women thinking they're still in 18 something another. It's fucked. It's so fucked. When you see things like that as well, you can't go back to sleep. Like when you come out of the matrix, you can't just like switch off, like, because then you start to notice other things. On the real, it is tiring sometimes, but I'd rather be awake and realize certain things than just walk around like some mindless zombie. No. I don't see the difference between Biggie and Shakespeare. His way of rhyming and the way he told stories, it's amazing. He wasn't this rapper that had like all of these muscles and like all the rest of it. Like he was big, black and ugly, whatever, fuck it. You're gonna respect him. For me, it was about self-confidence. Like Kanye West saying, I'm a god or something like that. It's a bit shocking. It's purely down to the fact that you wouldn't expect a black male to be so confident. You've never seen a black male in that kind of position to not be talking about kind of gangbanging or any of those kind of other subjects, but just to be, I'm amazing, I'm doing good. When I listen to Biggie lyrics, like I see the images, line after line, image, image, image. I just loved it. I used to listen and just felt really understood. I didn't agree with everything he said. I don't like the way that rappers talk about women. I don't like songs like These Hoes Aren't Loyal. How about You Motherfuckers Aren't Loyal? How about that? Men are stupid. Like, I was reading stuff on the internet about all male feminist groups. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you mental? I'm a feminist too. But this is the thing. I'm gonna listen to you and you tell me what I need to do to help you and how I can make it better and what message I need to convey. I'm not gonna start my own male feminist group and we're gonna decide how we're gonna help you. That's not the point. In this situation, when it comes to this world, it's about us as the oppressors need to listen to the oppressed and just do as we're told. This shit about, oh yeah, like feminism, it means that you hate men. Even if women did hate men and that's what it meant, I really don't see a reason why they wouldn't hate men. Are you mental? Even if it did mean that, like, yeah, for sure. For sure. There was a point in time where they did experiments on women to check if they had souls. I see lots of guys being like, I'm a feminist and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, cool. That's really cute. I hope they're really about that life and they're not just saying it because it's cute and they're on some dumb shit where it's like, well, if I say I'm a feminist, I might be able to like get some girls. Don't get me wrong, I'm guilty because there's loads of things that I may have said online years back. That's another part of this construct. Now I'm at a point in my life where I have to unlearn all of these fucking things that I've been taught. She's like, oh yeah, like you need to get your weave right and all the rest of it. No, she doesn't. Do what the fuck she wants. Oh, you should be natural. Like, why do you relax your hair and all the rest of it? Do what the fuck you want. Even down to like Nicki Minaj's video, Anaconda. So let me get this straight, like she's a whore and she's disgusting because she decided to use her sex and what she owns to sell records and make money. But it's not disgusting if I or some rich billionaire of whatever company was to hire her to get half naked to sell his products. That's business, but what she did isn't business. It's her just being a video whore. Fuck all of you. I'm here for women. Tell me what you need me to do, who you need me to talk to, whose doorstep you need me to visit. Like, I'm down for it. Not only that packs and them places aren't owned by black people, it's also that those products, all of the ingredients in there that yam out my headpiece, it didn't make sense. Just all these things that are just not good for your hair. And I'm like, so why would you knowingly put them in? If I wanted to go and mass produce a certain hair product because this is actually what my hair needs, I can't really do that because those mass producers won't sell to me because they're mostly under contract to certain people who run the whole thing, who have shares in packs and stuff like that. And regards to it being in a completely separate shop and not in Boots, that's also hurtful. Susie, whoever, went into Boots and she was going to get her Head and Shoulders and saw Dark and Lovely right next to the Head and Shoulders. That would make a huge difference in the smallest of ways. I talk about me meditating or trying to eat healthy or anything like that. It's very much seen as such a white thing to do. What black guy meditates? I think everybody should meditate. Get your vibe completely right. You cannot complete the most simplest of tasks up to the most complicated of tasks in a negative space. It's just not going to happen. It's about a good diet and your body getting exactly what it needs. It's about being in a good mind frame. So when these stressful situations of these big corporations trying to rape you for all your worth come along, you're in a clear mindset and stable enough to deal with it in the right way and still make moves forward. People go out, like, I got so wasted last night. That's cute for you, but have you not got shit to do today? I don't like the feeling of alcohol. I don't like the taste of any alcohol. I remember, like, when I was younger, I worked in a pub and I tasted some beer and I was like, this is disgusting. This tastes fucking disgusting. Who drinks this? A friend at the time was like, you know, you get used to it. Like, it's just what the men do, and it's just like, wow. So you're just drinking that because that's what everybody says that you should do. I don't think it's normal at all. It goes back to these fucking boxes. People are like, I need a fucking escape. I've had enough. I need a drink. I've had a really, really long day. And I also don't like wasting a whole half a day to a whole day trying to reclaim myself. You wake up hungover. It's just a waste of time for me. I like every single day to feel like I've done something with my life that slightly matters, not to anyone else, just to me. I don't care if that means that's just me going to a new part of town that I've never been before, means me sending off one email to someone that I've never spoken to before about a job opportunity, going to the florist, eating in a new place I've never eaten before, making something that I've never made food-wise, something like that. I have no problem. I'll go out and buy other people's drinks, but you and I'll do me. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging anybody. It's a liberty because you're almost forced to live your sexuality as a lifestyle. You as a straight woman, you being straight isn't your lifestyle, but as a gay male, that is a lifestyle all of a sudden. Whereas with me, being gay doesn't mean anything to me. That's just what you call it. I just know that I'm in a really, really happy, loving relationship that's really supportive. And that's about it. I've had people say, oh, you're a different type of gay. And I was like, I'm not a different type of gay, I'm just a different type of person. Like, gay doesn't really come first with me. This is what he is. And it's like, well, I'm not that. Like, today I like this stuff, tomorrow I like that. Like, I get up in the morning, I have a motivational song. It usually consists of 10 Crack Commandments by Biggie Smalls, then Barbra Streisand, Don't Rain on My Parade, and then I might throw in a bit of Movado, So Special. I'm not just one thing because I have different emotions and different moods. I'm a person, I'm a human being. Don't come at me with your boxes because I'm prone to burn them down, put you in it and set it alight. Even if women did hate men and that's what it meant, I really don't see a reason why they wouldn't hate men. Are you mental? There was a point in time where they did experiments on women to check if they had souls. The constructs around slavery still exist. One of the biggest things is representation. Imagine I had a youth, and from when it started speaking and learning, I said the sky is red. At 18, how are you going to convince him that the sky is actually something that we call blue? I don't see the difference between Biggie and Shakespeare.